Hey y'all, so as promised, I'm making a quick Castify to walk you through your vocabulary assignment that we had today. So you're going to need three things open. First of all, you're going to need your Google Classroom. And from your Google Classroom, you need to be able to pull your virtual notebook that I set up for you. And then you're going to need to navigate to Stemscopes through Clever so you can have your assignments there. Now, if you happen to be watching this video and you don't have access to Stemscopes, that's perfectly fine. You can always, of course, use your own definitions and go from there. I'm just showing you how to do a FRER model vocabulary virtual notebook. So here we go. Let's get started. You have first to go to Google Classroom. I know my Google Classroom looks different than yours, of course, because I have all my classes and you have the classes that you take. But you're going to go here, you're going to find today's lesson. So you're going to go to classwork, go to today's to-dos. And again, mine looks a little different than yours. And you're going to open that up. You're going to scroll to the bottom of today's assignment and you're going to find Virtual Science Notebook. You're going to click that. You're going to open a Virtual Science Notebook that looks like this. Now, I took the liberty to put in kind of a cool little design from the Painted Desert because we are talking about geology for this quarter, so I wanted to kind of do something colorful, but of course this is your notebook, do with it as you may. Change the font, change the color, change the background, change whatever, it doesn't matter to me at all. I do want you, however, to go ahead and double click that right now, put your name on it where it says name, and put your class period there as well. All right, I went ahead and attached a sample FRER model for you so you can refer back to it. If you ever get confused or forget which box goes where, that's a great resource to refer you to. And also, as you see right here, if you ever have issues copying and pasting a visual, a picture, or you're just not that kind of picture kind of person, you can always use that lower left-hand corner to give examples as opposed to a picture. It's totally up to you. All right. I also went ahead and put a slide in there for Einstein's quote of the week. On Fridays, you have quotes of the week, usually from Einstein, sometimes from somebody like Yoda or Confucius or something like that, but we're going to go ahead and continue to call it Einstein's quote of the week. Now, I went ahead and changed the topic for you right here. The topic that we're looking at for this quarter for this scope is geologic history of the Earth. So there's 5 vocabulary words to start with on this scope. So I did 5 slides, all saying geologic history of the Earth. The first one I did for you because this particular vocabulary word was not in Stemscopes. It's in Stemscopedia, and I wanted to start with it. So I actually gave you a little winter holiday present and did this one for you. So we have geology as our first vocabulary word. So we write our vocabulary word in the center. In the upper left-hand corner is the definition. So geology is the science that deals with the dynamics and physical history of the Earth, the rocks of which it is composed, the physical, chemical, and biological changes that the Earth has undergone and is undergoing. That's a mouthful. On the right-hand side, the upper right-hand box, you're going to put the definition in your own words. The study of Earth. Geo means Earth. Ology means the study of, so the science of, so the study of Earth. Cool. Lower left-hand corner, I went ahead and put a picture because I love the Painted Desert. I think it's beautiful. So I went ahead and put this beautiful picture of a painted desert just to kind of show some of the geology we're going to be looking at, namely striations right in here and the law of superposition you can see there. Then the lower right-hand corner, we're going to use that in a sentence. So this says to learn about rocks. We learn about rocks, volcanoes, and mountains in geology. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one. And for this, you're going to go ahead and navigate to Clever. Go from Clever into Stemscopes. And Stemscopes looks something like this. I went ahead and I'm using a student sample account to show really what it looks like on your side as opposed to my side because it's different. So right here, we're going to, my little picture's down here, but right here it says started because I already started it. But we're going to go ahead and click our picture vocabulary and it's going to open up and you're going to see your picture vocabulary. Now there's 4 terms here we're going to be adding to our virtual notebook. We have fossil record, geological time scale, law of superposition, and rock strata. So we're going to start with fossil record, and there's a couple of different ways to do that. You can go to your virtual notebook. You can read this right here, and go to your virtual notebook and physically type it in. But there's kind of a shortcut, so I'm going to show you the shortcut. If you scroll down a little bit like this, you're going to see something right here that says Student Handout. If you click Download PDF for your student handout, you'll have a digital version that you can actually copy and paste from, right? Okay, so you're going to go first to fossil record. That's going to be our first term. So I'm going to highlight that. I'm on a laptop, so on a laptop, you right-click it and go to copy. But I hear on a Chromebook, it's a little different. I think you double tap it or tap with 2 fingers, something like that. But I don't have a Chromebook, so I'm going to do it this way. So I'm going to go to my slide here. I'm going to put my term in the center, so I'm right-clicking there, paste. And then I'm going to go back to that handout. I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to right-click, copy, and paste. All right, so nice and easy. So now I'm going to go ahead and read this. Fossil records. It's the mineralized remains of organisms in the rock layer in which they are found, showing when and where long-dead organisms lived and how their bodies were structured. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in my own words, and I'm going to say a fossil record is a record of fossilized critters, because it's my words, I'll use whatever I want, found in rock. And this is just kind of to help you understand what you're reading, right? So illustration or example. Now there's 2 ways to do this. I can take this particular image, although I can't right-click and save this image from here. So I would go to Control, it's lower left-hand corner of CTRL, and Print Screen, upper right where it says PRTSC. And I'm going to hold Control, I'm going to hit Print Screen. Doesn't look like anything happened, but my computer has saved that image. I can go back to my virtual notebook like this, and I can right-click and then paste. Now from here, I have my, my secondary monitor, so that's why that picture is there. But from here, I can go to crop that, and I can, oh no, I got it. Okay. Let's try that again. I can crop that down to just the part of the picture that I want. Here you go, click off over there, and then I can make that a little bit bigger. Now, the second way to do that is, let's say I didn't want this picture, or I couldn't do it, or I couldn't figure out print screen or whatever. I can always just go to Google, and I can type in my term, fossil record. So I'm going to go here, and I type in fossil record. I'm going to go to images, and I'm going to find one from here that I like. I like that one. So from here, I can go ahead and right-click it, copy image, and put that there instead, or in addition. All right, so now I have 2. Now, again, if I didn't want to do a picture, if I wanted to do examples, I can say things like trilobites found in sedimentary rock. So I can just type those words in. Now I'm going to use it in a sentence. So fossil records used in a sentence. I could say something like, we use fossil records to find out when dinosaurs lived. All right, and again, whatever sentence you come up with is perfectly fine. All right, so that's what you're going to be doing basically on all 4 of your vocabulary terms. So fossil record, and then you'll just go to the next one, back to here, scroll to the next one, geological time, scale, copy. I'll go ahead and run through all these because I got to update mine anyway. Paste, definition, highlight, right-click, copy, paste, geologic time scale, images. I'll use, that's the same one as my fossil record, so I'll use that one. Copy, paste, and then I can, of course, just go back and do my definitions in my own words and sentence whenever I get around to doing that, sometime between now and tomorrow at class time, of course. And I'm going to go ahead and finish these up. Law of superposition, which is something that we've been talking a lot about. Copy, paste, Law of superposition. I like that picture too. That's a pretty cool one. Copy. Paste. And then law of superposition. These are some cool pictures. I want one of this one. I like that one. Copy. Paste. Right there. And for my last word, rock strata. And of course, I'm going to go back afterwards and I'm going to go ahead and add my definitions in my own words. I'm going to go ahead and add my my sentences. You don't have to watch me do all that. But, all right. So of course, you can always just go back and physically type them out. If you can't figure out how to copy and paste, you just write beds of layers of sedimentary rock, beds of layers of sedimentary rock, having approximately the same composition throughout, having approximately the same composition throughout. You can do that and just type it in instead of copying and pasting it. So anyway, that's an easy way to do your vocabulary. Hopefully you followed along. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, of course, feel free to ask me either in class, see me at my office hours at 2 o'clock, or you can always comment here. So thanks for watching and happy learning. Bye.